Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lindsay Marie. If you have been here before, welcome back. Happy to see you. It's been a while since I sat down to film anything. It's just been such a crazy month. Thank you for being patient with me and getting back here on YouTube and getting back to an update on this haul. I have some things planned on what I want to film. All month I've been trying out these products to get back to you guys to see what I really think about them. I've been testing them and wearing them every day, testing them with different primers, different powders, different looks, different setting sprays, how they worked, how they feel in different aspects, just to get my full-fledged review on what I think. And I think that's fair because first impressions are fun and great, but all in all, it's a first impression. If you like it one minute and you don't like the next, I really want to promote good makeup, good skincare, and that's some things I plan on doing in this channel. I really want to talk about skincare, I want to talk about makeup, and really just finding beauty in everything. And we have a lot of cool things coming in the future, and I'm really excited about them, so stay tuned. So keep an eye out for everything, but let's get into it because I have all this makeup here and I just can't wait to just watch it and talk about it because I have some things to say. So stay tuned. So if you remember my last haul, I started out with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Milk Foundation. I really like this. It threw me off when it said Skin Milk. It's a weird name by far. But it does have coconut milk and aloe extract, and it's a dewy finished foundation. I'm in the shade 520 Fair. I really like this one. I do have other CoverGirl foundations that I have. A thicker one, which is the CoverGirl Lay. I have a medium coverage one, which is my favorite, which is the CoverGirl Activewear. This one is a close second. This one's more of a light, dewy finish. I'm not wearing any highlight today. And it leaves like this dewy look to the skin, like a fresh look that I really like. I've been wearing this to school. In school, we're trying to promote healthy skin, healthy glowy skin treatments and stuff like that. So I want to promote the best out of my skin by wearing a foundation, if any, that's going to enhance my features to make me look more fresh and awake and be able to promote that kind of service. So if I wear a makeup that makes me look matte and dull and just blah, I don't think people are going to take me really seriously. I've been testing out with powders. I've been testing it out without powders. And honestly, guys, you don't have to set this. I didn't set it today, and it set really nice into a light satin feel, which is great because you don't have to set it in the morning. Still left that dewy finish, but I didn't have to go on with a cakey powder to dim that dewiness. It kind of didn't make sense to me. Powders with it, it looked fine. It just wasn't really necessary in my opinion. I like it better without the powders. It just felt like an extra cake on of makeup. These days I'm really kind of leaning towards the natural feel of makeup and enhancing features rather than caking on a lot of makeup to make up a feature. Does that make any sense? So I really appreciate this product. I probably would repurchase this when I run out. The next product on that haul was the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. This one was, I had to play around with this one a little bit. This one, it says Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. That means it's gonna like hold in some moisture in your skin. Now, this one's like a thicker consistency. It's very smooth and creamy, like it says on the bottle. But when you blend it out, it dries. And when it dries into like a satiny feel. I've tested this out all month with different powders, no powders, brushes. I've tested out with sponges. I prefer using this with a sponge. You don't need a lot in the inner corner and then blending it out to here. And if you need any more, add more. It blends out pretty far. But I really didn't like it with a powder. I found that it just looked much better without a powder on because it just left this like natural satiny look to my skin, and then the powders just add a cake on. Some concealers I have need a powder and look better with a powder. I won't get rid of my powders, but I'm more leaning towards, like, again, that natural feel, that natural finish. And if I can get out the door without adding a powdering step, I'm gonna do it. I mentioned in that video that my Ulta is kind of sparse on what they hold. ColourPop options are always changing. You can never know what you're gonna find. So if I do find this again, I probably would repurchase it when I run out. Next in that haul was the Sweet Talk palette, the pressed powder palette. I really like this. I'm wearing it today. Everything from this haul I'm wearing today on my skin. I like this because honestly, I Wore it all month. And every time I wore one of the glittery shades, people were like, what are you wearing on your eyes? It's so pretty. And it was really pretty. When I look at this, I see any kind of look I want. A day light look, a little a medium look, or a darker going out kind of a look. Today I'm wearing like a more light medium kind of a look. Work it in the crease. I blended West Side and Meadow together to get like this orangey brown shade to go into the outer corner into the lid. I put Melody in the inner corner out into the lid, and then I topped it with Side to Side to just brighten it up. My friends, it was so funny. I was wearing early morning. I just tapped my finger and I got some of the glitter off and I tapped it onto my lid like this. And she was so cute. She goes, you have yellow in your eyes. Like, your eyes are green, but there's some yellow in it. The yellow from this glitter made them enhance. And it was so fun. I've like an army green eye with yellow hues and a little bit of blue hues, but it's mostly green. But it was just so funny because this really enhanced it. And if I'm going out, I'll dab into this darker shade. I'll add a bit more or glitter into it just to make it more going out kind of central. But I really love this because it enhanced my features and added a little bit more oomph to my look any way I wanted to. If I have to go anywhere, this is a palette I would pick because it has all those looks. It's slim and sleek. If I lost this, I'm definitely repurchasing it. Mascara. I really like this one. It got me good because the Bambi eye. I love the commercials because it has little Bambi on it. Disney gets me every single time. They saw me coming. But the Bambi eye mascara from L'Oreal, I really loved. I love it because it gives that nice natural feathered look. I'm wearing it today. Right here, you can see my lashes just look up and feathered out. I tried this curling it, not curling it. Not curling it, it adds a curl. Without curling it, it holds a big curl. It won't curl as much as this naturally. I have to curl them to get this lifted. But if I'm rushing out the door and I just do this, it curls them. They look nice. They look a little feathered. They look good, which I appreciate in the mascara. The mascaras have a learning curve. This one doesn't, which I appreciate as well. It's a nice wetter consistency. It does have a weird smell. I can smell it from here. I really like this because I love that feathery look. If you don't like that feathery kind of a look, you probably wouldn't like it. I do, especially when we're getting into spring and summer. I love like a more natural feather look. In the winter and fall, I like a more bold, darker look. But in the spring and summer, this is definitely something I'll be reaching more towards. Brows. You guys know I love my CoverGirl brow pencil because I can get this really dark look, couple swipes, and I'm good to go. And it does it quick and easy. It's very creamy. This will get that look, but you really have to scratch and fill it in as much as you can. If you like the more natural look that you just have to like feather your brows together, fill in some blank spaces, that's cool. If you like to do that, do it. I don't. I like this bold look if I'm going to use a brow pencil. If I wanted to go for a natural look, I'll go with the gel just to fill in because I have already full brows already. I will reuse, I will keep using this because I can get product out of it. I can still get this look. I just wouldn't use it when I'm going to school because it takes extra time and I'm like, and I'm like malicious about it. I'm like a perfectionist. I'm like, oh my God, it's missing that because it's so light. It's missing these spots, it's missing these spots. So I'll just go in with my CoverGirl. But if one horrible, drastic day I run out of my CoverGirl and this is there, I'll grab it because it will still do it. But I probably wouldn't repurchase this, I'm gonna be honest. Right here, we have the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel. I like this one. This is for those natural days. This is for those days when I know my makeup's gonna get taken off. I want a layer look today. I don't wanna do a big brow like this. I don't have the time to. I will take this brow gel and brush up my brows, fill in any of the blonde spaces right here in the front because the rest is pretty filled in already. I'll brush up the hairs and then flatten them. And this is a great brush to do that because it's very small and slender. It can definitely do that. Brush them all up, fill them all in, and just let them go back. It's not filled in just like this, but it is a great brow to do if you're running out the door, you aren't no makeup kind of a look, you just want that natural go, go, go kind of a look. This product is like a hairspray. It leaves your hairs where you put them, and it's so, so great because it's a gel mascara. I believe it. It's like you sprayed hairspray onto a brush and went, would that work? But I would repurchase this. This was very nice. Lips. Today I'm wearing the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon in Lead the Way 15. This was a cool pencil. I liked it. It's a nice creamy pencil, and it has a sharpener on the other side, so when the front gets dull you can always sharpen it to really get the Cupid's bow. And then the bottom lips look a lot bigger, which is a little secret you can do. This is a little darker for me for those natural days that I'm really going for right now. When I go out with my friends, or if I'm filming, or we have a film crew, we have a film crew at school trying to film us, I will go for a bolder look. I will go for the more glam kind of a look because I want to. This is good for that. It's a little darker for those more natural looks, so you have to pick and choose. But I did like it. It's very creamy. It dries down more satiny matte. I always top it. I topped it today with the Maybelline Baddest Beige Shine Lipstick in 50. This is more of a balm, shimmery balm. Alone, it gives it like an icy look, which I'm not a big fan of on my skin anyway, on my lips. It's not just, it doesn't flatter me. It flatters other people, but it doesn't flatter me, and I didn't like care for that. But together, I really love this kind of like a soft, shimmery kind of a lip, kind of like a pout, and I really love them together. Separate, yes, no, absolutely. All month I've really been reaching for this. I keep it in my car. I had to go in my car and get it as I sat down and filmed. I'm like, shoot, I have that in my car. This is the Just a Tint Balm from ColourPop. It is called Give Me S'more. It is such a nice balm crayon that you just throw on. You have to be careful. I'm not. You can't just put it on. You have to be careful because it does run down here, which I'm not a fan of. I always have to touch it up. That's probably the only downer about this guy, is that you really have to be careful and focus it on the center because it will bleed onto the chin. Other than that, it's really refreshing. It gives a nice look, a nice tint. It makes your lips look more juicy. You just drank some juice and it kind of gives you that juice tint. And I love that. And it smells good. Like papayas and juice. I love that. The last thing we have from that haul is the Morphe setting spray. This, I think it was overhyped, guys. I'll be honest. I got it because I'm like, oh, everyone's using it. Everyone loves it. I'm gonna love it too. And I really have to stop doing that. I have to look at makeup and be like, I'm gonna like that because this is me. I'm gonna like this because I like dewy skin. I'm gonna like this because it has warm tones. I'm gonna like this because it has a feathery look. If you don't like that stuff, don't get this. Don't get it because I'm like, guys, get it. It's so good. I fell into that trap with this one. This one is nice. It has a nice mist. It goes on really nicely. It leaves your makeup staying all day. At least I found anyway, but it has a really strong smell. It smells like a perfume. Fragrance is in this. It's at the very last ingredient of the ingredients list, which means it's not as much as the first ingredient, which is water. It's the lowest. That being said, in school, I'm really focusing on skincare and skincare health. And with irritated skin like mine, very, very sensitive, you want to stay away from products with an added fragrance because it can cause irritation. I look like this, what has very little products on my skin, has my skin and very little amount of products on top, like a very light foundation, a very light concealer, and maybe a hint of blush on top. Not a very thick layer. And this can cause some irritations when I put some on, like it's too close to my skin. If I went in with a thicker foundation, if I went in with a heavy powder, if I baked, if I had this thicker layer of makeup, I would probably feel more comfortable using this up. I wouldn't put it on today just because I don't want to cause irritation to my skin when I'm trying to heal it and promote it and that kind of stuff, because your skin is your, for me anyway, at school, it is your billboard. It's really trying to show you know what you're doing. You know what you're trying to do with makeup, with skincare. You know your stuff. I wouldn't repurchase this for that reason. If it ever was sold without a fragrance, absolutely. I'll go for it because this works really well. I do love the MAC Fix It Plus. That also has a fragrance though, but it works really well. I haven't had irritation with that, but it's just that I don't notice the smell too much, but this one I do. All in all, it does work really well. I will finish this up. I just think it was really hyped. Is all I'm saying. It's like, it's not like, oh my God, can't live without it. I can, and I don't know. I'll try more of it. I really haven't seen any irritation yet. It's just something, a red flag that came up when I was testing it out. I'm like, this is very strong smell. So if you're irritated with smells, I'd stay away from it, honestly. Okay, guys, that was it. This was a really successful month. Honestly, these are all the products I've been using all month, and I'm a big fan of all of them. And I don't know, it just feels good to be back into the beauty space. Like I said, if you like this style of video, hit the like button down below. If you've been lurking or aren't subscribed yet, hit subscribe button down below to know when I upload next. I'd love for you guys to join our little community here. It's a very little community, but I'd love for it to grow. I have more ideas coming soon, and I'm really excited to get into that. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.